Get ready. Something massive is on the way, and it's not what you're expecting at all. Everyone's buzzing about the partial solar eclipse happening on March 29th, and sure, it's a pretty cool thing to watch. Shadows moving across the sun, the sky going dim for a bit. People are planning watch parties, grabbing special glasses, and marking their calendars because eclipses don't come around every day. But what if I told you we're all totally missing the real show? There's a new moon hitting on that exact same day, and it's not just some quiet little lunar phase. It's a complete game changer. This isn't your average cosmic event that just sits there looking pretty. It's like a hidden door cracking open in the universe, one that's been waiting for the right moment to swing wide. And here's the wild part. It's already starting to mess with us, even before it fully arrives. You might not see it in the sky yet, no glowing signs or dramatic flares, but it's there, working behind the scenes, stirring up the air, the energy, everything. It's like the universe is whispering secrets, and only a few of us are starting to hear them. Most new moons are simple. They roll in like clockwork, reset the vibe, and then slip away without much fuss. You might feel a little refreshed after one, maybe set some intentions if you're into that. And then life just keeps chugging along. They're predictable, like a monthly cleanup for your energy, wiping the slate clean so you can start fresh. Not this one. It's anything but simple or quiet. This new moon on March 29th is wild, untamed, like a storm brewing under the surface, while everyone's distracted by the eclipse hype. It's shaking everything up, rattling the foundations of what we think is normal, and you've probably already felt its edges creeping in. Maybe it's that weird tension you can't shake, like static in your chest, or those sudden moments where you want to hide from the world or do something totally out of character, like scream into the void or dye your hair purple on a whim. It's not your imagination playing tricks. It's this new moon pulling strings you didn't even know were there. It's got a power most moons don't, a force that's already tugging at your thoughts, your moods, your instincts. And trust me, it's not waiting for anyone to catch up. It's charging ahead full speed, whether we're ready or not. If you've been feeling off lately, like your whole system's out of whack, there's a reason for it, and I'll unpack that soon. This March 29th new moon isn't just a fresh start like the others. It's a full-on breakthrough, a cosmic explosion disguised as a quiet night. It's not here to gently nudge you along. It's a portal, a rip in the usual fabric of things, tearing open a path to something bigger. Think of it like a doorway that's been locked forever, and now the key's finally turned. Except this door doesn't lead to a room. It leads to a whole new reality. Normally, these kinds of cosmic shifts ease and slow and steady, giving us time to get our footing, like a soft wave lapping at the shore before it pulls back. You might feel a little hint of it days in advance, a subtle shift in the air, and you adjust without even thinking. Not this time. This one hits fast and hard, like a lightning strike you didn't see coming. It's already started bubbling up, even if you don't feel the full force yet, sending out little sparks that mess with your head and heart. And here's the kicker. Once you step into this energy, there's no turning back, no rewind button to hit. It's all forward motion from here, a one-way ticket to whatever's next. You might notice strange things popping up soon, reality bending in small, freaky ways, like conversations that feel off or coincidences that don't make sense. You might feel this hollow ache inside, but it's not really empty. It's more like something alive, calling out to you from a distance, begging you to listen. You've probably felt it creeping in lately, this restless, hungry ache that's hard to pin down. It's like there's a hole somewhere inside you, not a painful one, but one that's nagging, whispering that something's missing even when life looks fine on the outside. You might catch yourself staring out a window, lost in thought, or waking up from a dream you can't quite shake, feeling like there's a piece of you out there waiting to be found. Some people might brush it off as boredom, like they just need a new hobby or a Netflix binge to fix it, while others might call it burnout and blame their job or their schedule. But it's way bigger than that. It's your soul waking up, stretching out after being asleep for too long, craving something real and raw. Way back in history, ancient folks knew this feeling well. They didn't have science to explain it, but they felt it in their bones. They called it a spiritual pull, a signal from the universe that you're meant for more than just going through the motions, more than paying bills, scrolling your phone, and calling it a day. Once it grabs hold of you, it's like a switch flips, and there's no shutting it off. You either chase that call, dive headfirst into whatever it's pointing you toward, or you spend forever feeling stuck, starving for something you can't name. And as March 29th gets closer, that hunger's only going to growl louder. It'll sneak into your quiet moments, your dreams, even the way you move through your day, daring you to pay attention. You might wake up one of these mornings with this crazy, burning urge to ditch all the old baggage, habits that don't fit anymore, people who drain you, whatever's been weighing you down like a wet coat you can't shake off. It's not some random mood swing or a bad night's sleep. It's this new moon digging into you, lighting a fire under your feet. Picture it like a gust of wind blowing through your life, kicking up dust, rattling windows, making you look at everything with fresh eyes. Your job, your routines, the stuff you've clung to just because it's familiar. It's loud, it's bold, and it's here to flip your whole world upside down, no apologies. At first, it might feel like chaos, like your old life's a pair of jeans that shrunk in the wash, tight and uncomfortable, not fitting who you are anymore. The goals you spent years chasing, like that promotion or that picture-perfect Instagram vibe, might start feeling flat, like they belong to someone else. That can freak you out, leaving you wondering what's left when the stuff you built your life around stops matching. Most people will fight it tooth and nail. They'll dig their heels in, tell themselves it's just a weird phase, and cling to the same old patterns, hoping things snap back to normal if they just wait it out. But this isn't a phase you can sleep off or a funk you can push through with coffee and willpower. It's a wake-up call, sharp and clear. And it's not gentle. It's the universe grabbing you by the shoulders, shaking you until you listen. The universe doesn't always ask nicely when it's time for a shift. It pushes, sometimes hard. And this is one of those times. It's not waiting for you to pencil it into your planner or figure out if you're ready. It's happening now, barreling toward you like a train with no brakes. You didn't sign up for this, didn't circle March 29th on your calendar with a note that says, Big Cosmic Shake-Up Day. But it's yours anyway, hand-delivered by the stars. Letting go of the old junk, the habits that bore you, the fears that box you in, isn't the tough part. Even if it feels scary at first, it's holding on that'll wear you down to the bone. Imagine gripping a rope in a tug-of-war, knuckles white, muscles screaming, when all you have to do is drop it and walk away. Fighting to keep what's already slipping is what hurts most. When you finally stop wrestling with it, when you let your hands unclench and say, fine, take it, that's when the shift happens. The fear that's been buzzing in your ears like a mosquito starts to fade, and suddenly you can see what's ahead. New paths, new ideas, possibilities you didn't even know were there. This isn't about losing yourself or crumbling into pieces. It's about breaking through the crust of who you've been, cracking open to let the real you breathe. You're here reading this for a reason, and it's not just dumb luck or a random scroll. Out of all the things you could be doing right now, watching cat videos, doom scrolling the news, texting a friend, you landed on this, right here, right now. That's not a fluke or a glitch in the algorithm. It's something deeper, like a quiet signal from inside you that knew you needed to see this. This March 29th portal isn't just some far-off space thing, a blip in the sky for astronomers to geek out over. It's a spark, an electric jolt meant to wake you up. Not everyone's wired to feel it. Some will sleep right through it, shrugging off the weird vibes as a bad week or too much coffee. But you're ready, even if you don't know it yet. You're one of the first to catch this wave, to feel its pull before it crashes over everything. Your soul's already on board, picking up the frequency before your brains had time to catch up. That's why you couldn't just swipe past this. The closer we get to that date, the clearer it'll get, like a radio tuning in from static to a sharp, loud song. Soon, you won't be able to tune it out even if you try. It'll be there, humming in your chest, daring you to step up. If you've been wanting to pull away lately, to ghost the world for a bit, that's not random. It's part of this whole deal. You might feel this sudden, heavy need to step back, to shut off your phone, skip the group chats, and just sit with yourself for a while, away from the noise of people and expectations. It's not like you're mad at anyone or burned out from a fight. It's deeper, quieter, like your insides are telling you to hit pause and listen. Don't fight that urge or beat yourself up for it. It's not you shutting down or being antisocial. It's you tuning in, recalibrating like a compass finding north. This new moon's energy is thick, personal, almost like it's whispering your name specifically, and it's shaking you up in ways that don't always add up on the surface. Like why you're suddenly tired of small talk, or why crowded rooms feel suffocating. You need quiet to hear what it's saying, to let it settle into your bones, without distractions pulling you away. Some people won't get it. They'll text you what's wrong, or think you're being standoffish, maybe even take it personally. But this isn't about them or their feelings. It's about you getting ready for what's coming, clearing the clutter, so you can see the road ahead. You might be done faking it, too. Done with the masks you've worn just to keep things smooth. Stuff you used to put up with, like biting your tongue in pointless arguments or nodding along to conversations that bore you to death, might feel unbearable now, like nails on a chalkboard. It's not that you're suddenly grumpy or turning into a jerk. It's that the energy of this new moon is peeling back the layers you've piled on over time, the versions of yourself you've crafted to fit in, to avoid rocking the boat. You've spent years maybe, smiling through stuff that didn't feel right, shrinking yourself down to keep the peace. But now that's exhausting, like carrying a backpack full of bricks you don't need. This isn't you breaking apart. It's you growing into who you're supposed to be, shedding the skin that doesn't fit anymore. When it's gone, when you stop pretending and let the real you step out, you'll feel lighter than you have in years, like you can finally take a full breath after holding it too long. The people who only liked the old you, the one who played nice and stayed small, they might drift away, confused or annoyed, but that's okay. The ones who stick around are the ones who see you, not just a performance. This new moon's like a wind blowing through, stripping off the dead weight, and you'll wonder why you carried it so long. Something's been building in the shadows, and it's not just the new moon or the eclipse, it's you. You might not have noticed it yet, but there's a quiet hum inside, like a motor that's been idling for years and is finally starting to rev up. It's been there all along, buried under the daily grind, work deadlines, grocery runs, the endless scroll of notifications that drown out anything deeper. But now, as March 29th creeps closer, that hum's getting louder, harder to ignore, like a song you used to love playing faintly in another room. Maybe it shows up as a random urge to write something down, to take a walk with no destination, or to sit still and stare at the sky for no reason at all. It's not loud yet, not shouting in your face, but it's persistent, tapping you on the shoulder when you least expect it. This new moon isn't just flipping switches in the cosmos, it's flipping them in you, too, waking up parts of yourself you forgot were there. And the closer we get, the more you'll feel it, like a tide rising slow but steady, pulling you towards something you can't quite see yet. You're not the only one feeling this, but you might be one of the few who actually listen. Out there, people are going about their days, rushing to meetings, arguing over petty stuff, posting eclipse pics like it's just another trending hashtag. They'll see the new moon as a dot on an app, a quick, oh cool, before they swipe to the next thing, totally missing what's brewing underneath. But you're different. You're here, reading this, letting these words sink in when you could have scrolled past 5 minutes ago. That's not random. It's a sign you're tuned in, picking up on the frequency most people sleep through. This portal's energy isn't blasting trumpets for everyone. It's selective, whispering to the ones who are ready to hear it, the ones whose souls are already leaning toward the edge of something new. You might feel alone in it sometimes, like you're the only one restless, while everyone else seems fine. But that's just because you're awake when they're still dreaming. This March 29th thing, it's not for the crowd. It's for the ones who feel the pull and don't run from it. There's a reason this feels urgent, like time speeding up even though the calendar says it's just another week. It's not about the date itself. March 29th isn't magic because of some astrology chart or ancient prophecy scribbled on a cave wall. It's about what's aligning right now, in you and in the universe, like two gears clicking into place after years of grinding separately. Think about it. How many times have you felt stuck lately? Like you're spinning your wheels in mud, going nowhere no matter how hard you push. Maybe it's a job that's drained you dry, a relationship that's more habit than heart, or just a vague sense that life's supposed to be more than this. That stuck feeling, it's been building pressure, And this new moon's the release valve, fast, sharp, and unstoppable. It's not here to coddle you or ease you in with a soft pat on the back. It's here to crack things open, to force the air out of the room, so you have to breathe something new. You might not see the full picture yet. Heck, you might not even know what you're reaching for, but that urgency, it's your cue that the waiting's over, and the leap's coming whether you're ready or not. What if everything you've been through was leading to this? All the messy stuff, the late nights crying over a broken heart, the jobs you hated but stuck with, the dreams you shoved in a drawer because life got in the way. What if it wasn't just random noise? Picture it like a long, winding road trip. You've been driving through fog, hitting potholes, taking detours you didn't plan. And now, finally, the fog's lifting, and there's a sign up ahead. This new moon portal isn't starting your story from scratch. It's the next chapter, the one where the dots start connecting, where the bruises and stumbles make sense. Maybe that time you failed taught you grit, or that loss you still carry carved out space for something bigger to grow. It's not about erasing the past. It's about using it, turning the scraps into fuel for whatever's next. You've been prepping for this without knowing it, collecting strength in the cracks. And now this energy's here to light the match, sudden, bright, and ready to burn through whatever's holding you back. This isn't just about you, either. It's bigger than one person, even if it feels personal as hell. When this portal opens on March 29th, it's not just your world that shifts. It's a ripple that'll touch everything around you. Your friends, your family, the stranger you bump into at the store. You might not see it right away, but the way you move through this energy will change the air, like dropping a stone in a pond and watching the waves spread out. Maybe you'll say something that sticks with someone, a throwaway line they'll remember later when they're lost. Or maybe you'll walk away from something toxic, and that'll spark someone else to do the same, like dominoes tipping over one by one. This new moon's a collective wake-up call, but it starts with the ones like you, the ones who feel it first, who step through the door while others are still rubbing their eyes. You're not just riding this wave, you're helping steer it, even if you don't mean to, and what you do next could shift more than you'll ever know. You've lost something huge about who you are, and it's been gone so long you might not even remember what it feels like. Way back, before life got complicated, you moved through the world differently, lighter, braver, chasing things that made your heart race without overthinking every step. Maybe you were a kid dreaming of wild adventures, or a teenager scribbling ideas in a notebook. Sure, you'd make them real someday. But over time, that spark got buried. Life piled on rules, responsibilities, and that nagging voice saying, be realistic, settle down, don't risk too much. You didn't mean to lose it. It just happened, slow and sneaky, as the world told you who to be, what to care about, what to chase instead of what lit you up inside. Now, though, something strange is stirring. Maybe it's a flicker of a memory, like that time you stayed up all night painting, or the song you used to play on repeat because it felt like yours. Maybe it's a random jolt of inspiration, an old dream popping into your head out of nowhere, feeling urgent, like it's knocking on your door after years away. That's not just nostalgia or a brain fart. It's the universe flipping through your story, pointing at the parts of you that got lost, the real you that's been waiting to come back. This March 29th portal's reaching deep, pulling up those buried pieces, the fearless, untamed you from before fear and doubt moved in. And it's up to you what happens next. This new moon isn't just one night of cosmic fireworks. It's the start of something way bigger, a ripple that keeps spreading long after the sky goes dark. After March 29th, the energy doesn't just pack up and leave. It grows, stretching out like a wave that builds before it crashes, pulling you along with it. You'll feel it in the days after. Maybe a restless itch to move, to finally tackle that thing you've been putting off, or a pull to make choices you've dodged forever, like quitting a job that sucks your soul or telling someone how you really feel. It's fast, fierce, and it's not here to mess around. It's transformative, like a match lighting a pile of dry leaves, and it'll test how much you're willing to step up. If there's something you've been delaying, a conversation, a leap, a dream you've shelved, the clock's ticking louder now, and this energy's not patient. Doubt will creep in if you stall, whispering all the reasons you should stay put, but trusting it, leaning into the unknown, will carry you farther than you ever thought you could go. The moves you make in this window, the little yes and nos, they'll carve out the path for what's next, big time. So it's your call. Jump in with both feet, or let it slip by like a missed bus. Thanks for sticking with me through all this. It's a lot, I know, but you're still here, so that says something. If any of this clicked for you, if it hit a nerve or lit a spark, maybe hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate the support, and did it mean we can keep digging into stuff like this together? Drop your thoughts below, too. Tell me what you're feeling. What's shifting for you as this date gets closer? I'd love to hear where you're at with it all. Until next time, take it easy, keep your eyes peeled, and maybe start listening to that quiet voice inside. It's got more to say than you think.